The big question as a single mother is, where are you at? I really want you to just dig deep and think about that. Where am I at? And when you think about that, you start asking yourself, where am I at? You start asking yourself, who am I? Where do I belong? What am I supposed to do? You will not find you will not find these questions in a man. You're going to find them in God. You're going to find them in God. You need to be secure within yourself. And let me just, also make a point to even point this out on these new dating apps. I said that's the new wave that's going on right now of how to date, is this dating app thing. I tried a dating app thing, and let's just say this: a dating app is a resume, and we all have done resumes. And back in the way, they taught you how to do resumes in high school and stuff like that. They're not teaching them like that anymore, but you know what a resume is. You look at a job description, you look at a job title, and you're fitting your resume to fit that job title. Now, it's not a complete lie, but it's not the full force of you. You are describing words to fit what that particular job description is. You are retitling your resume to fit what that job description is. You are placing keywords and highlight words to pop out so that you can seem to be more appealing, and more worth the while, and take a chance on you, when actually you possibly aren't. Your worth ethic isn't that great, but you have worth ethic, but it isn't that great. Or you're a team player when you say you're a team player, but it's only a team player when it's fit with you and you're actually the leader, so you're really not a team player. Or what type of team player are you? Because you thought you were a team player, but you really weren't a team player. You actually was more of a self-centered person. So you got to understand with these dating apps, I'm not hating them or anything like that, but they are resumes. They are resumes, and they're definitely not being filtered through God. You have a bunch of different guys, ladies on there looking for different little things, but they are presenting to you something that they think that will be appealing to you. That would be something that you would want to, be around, marry or something like that, when they actually really don't have marriage in their life, or marriage on their mind, or thinking that marriage is going to be something that they're going to do, and whatnot. So I would say be careful with these dating websites. And like I said, it's a resume. You really want to allow God to proofread your resume. You want him to be the one that is your protector, the one that stands in front of you as he is interviewing these guys. Allow God to do the interview. Allow God to, be the bad guy, and allow him to ask the questions. Allow him to, nosedive into their lives and see if you are even remotely someone that I should be even entertaining of just speaking to, not dating, but just speaking to. So just be careful of those dating apps, because they can be quite the doozy, and whatnot. Trust me, they really can. But I do remember this past week, and whatnot, TD Jakes talking about delayed gratification. And this can be pointed out to a single mother's life as well. We fear being alone. I know that's one of the things that I struggle with as a single mother, fear of being alone. But what I have come to recognize is that when I fear of being alone, I'm not hearing God. And when I say by that, he's saying to me, not right now, but I'm looking at not ever. And it's not him saying it whatsoever, not ever. It's society, it's people, it's myself, it's what society has shown me, that it's never for moms, especially never for black moms with multiple kids. It's never for them. You are within the 1% of women of single parents that actually get into a happy home and whatnot. And that's just statistics. But God doesn't go off statistics whatsoever. He goes off of your relationship with him. He doesn't care about those statistics. He doesn't care what they say and what their data says and everything like that. He actually just looks at it and be like, okay, yeah, I see those statistics, but as you know, I do not fit the statistics. I go beyond the statistics. I don't think like the statistics, and I definitely am not stuck and boxed in by statistics. So I know, I think about that, about being able to hear God and him saying not, not now, and not thinking, oh, he said not never. No, he just said not now. I want to get to know you. I want you to get to know you, and you get to know me, and I want to develop you. I want to, pull all that yucky stuff out, because as you're healing, the yuckiness is going to come out first. As you see it sores, or you scratch yourself, you see all the pus and it's yucky and all that, because it has to produce a yuckiness and push out the infection. It has to push it all out, and that's not beautiful whatsoever. As you're pushing all the infection out, it's ugly, it's torment, it smells, it stinks, it hurts, it pulls, it dries up, and then you got to take it off and rebandage and medical terms, and I don't and whatnot. So healing, it hurts. It's different for everybody, but it still is going to hurt. It's going to smell. It's going to stretch you. It's going to pressure you, and whatnot. So you want to know where you're at. You want to know where am I at right now. That's one of the things that I ask myself, is, when I had thought about dating a while back, and whatnot, and God just came to me, and I had to like really think about where am I at. And when I said that and I looked at that, it wasn't good, because I didn't know where I was at. I didn't know how I felt. I didn't know where my emotions were and whatnot. But once I actually started kneeling to my knees and actually getting to God and talking with God, I started to no longer ask the question, where am I at? Because I knew where I was at. Now it was like, who am I? Who am I? What do I need to do and whatnot? Dating as a single mother is hard, but you definitely want to know where you're at. You do not want to walk into another relationship blind, and he's blind as well, and he's leading you down a blind path. He's leading you down a path that you shouldn't be following, but you follow anyways because of the shame and the fear of being alone, and whatnot. So I really hope that, with this first episode, you're excited about the other episodes that are going to be coming up, because our next week one, I'm actually going to ask the questions, where's your relationship with God? We're going to talk about where our relationship is at with God. Right now, we're just asking the question, where are you at? Where am I at? Am I in London? Am I in Greece? Am I in Canada? Am I in America? Where am I at? Can I see my situation? Can I see what it looks like? Can I see what it smells like? Can I see what it feels like? Where am I at? Get a feel before you enter into a relationship with anybody. You want to know where you're at, and God is going to be able to point you in the right direction of knowing where you're at, so that you know geographics and you know how to get to A to B, instead of feeling around to learn to see if you're at a B, but you're actually at D, but it feels like B, but it's actually D. But if you were able to tell yourself where you're at and where you're located and what's going on, you would be able to see, no, that's not B, that's D. Because God has laid out a path before me. He has shed his light on that pathway as well. So like I said, I hope you come back next week. I hope you are excited about this. I'm excited about this, talking about dating as a single mother, and whatnot. And I do hope that these episodes actually help you, and clarify some things of maybe what I should be doing, when it comes to me thinking about dating as a single mother and what that looks like. But today, like again, I want to just push that down on you. Where are you at? Where are you at? I really want you to sit down and ask yourself, where am I at? And if you got to rewind and ask yourself those questions I asked earlier about your emotions, about, your location, your mindset, your physical body, everything, just ask yourself, where am I at? What level am I at? So I hope to see you guys next week, back on the Single Mom Podcast, Blue Moon Chat. That's my new name that I've named my Single Mom Podcast. Like I said, again, if you want to sit up there and make sure that you get a ding when my the contents are released, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so that you can know that when I upload videos, that you'll be able to watch and you'll be able to grow from it, and you'll be able to make leave comments and say, hey, I think that maybe if you didn't know this and this and this and this, and giving little tips or whatever. Sharing is caring. So I thank you again for just coming in with me and just sitting down with me at my table, with my little sparkles and whatnot. So I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a glorious weekday. And we will be back at it again, to come up with episode 2, and that's going to be talking about where your relationship is with God. All right. I hope this helps you. I love you guys. Mwah.